Hi, my name is Lau Wing San. Today is the 8th of March 2017. Today is also the International Women's Day. I would like to wish all women to have a happy International Women's Day today. There has been a lot of important messages and Facebook messages going around asking Malaysian citizens who are above 21 years old and who have yet to register as voters to immediately register yourself as voters at the nearest post office or at any SPR offices. We are urging them to register before or on the 24th or 25th of March 2017. Why they are urging people to register before the end of this month is because if the election is called after September 2017, then it's quite possible that they will use the electoral roll before the end of March. So if you have not registered yourself as voters, you must go and register by now before the 24th or 25th of March so that you can beat the deadline, so that your name can appear on the electoral roll on time if the election is held anytime after September 2017. Of course, we wouldn't know when it will be held, but it's highly possible that it will be held at the second half of the year. And there's one more thing that I think which is equally important. Yes, you must register yourself to vote, but do not forget you also have the responsibility to ensure that your registrations is processed and approved. I have been receiving many complaints, particularly from voters, new voters, or voters who want to transfer their voting address, especially those who are voting in seats contested by UMNO, whether it's a state seat or it's a parliamentary seat, that they are being objected. They are new voters. They want to register in a seat contested by UMNO. They are being objected. They are existing voters, but they want to transfer their voting address. They want to vote in a new constituency in which the seat was contested by UMNO. They are also being objected. And a lot of people have received notices from SPR to attend a hearing. And in the hearing, the SPR will carry out the investigations to check if the objections is valid or not. Now, let me tell you this. This is a process totally legal and provided for under our election laws and rules. But unfortunately, I think it has been abused by many parties, which I don't have to mention, you should know it, to object against the registrations of new voters, especially non-Malay new voters into seats which will be contested by UMNO. Of course, this is a move. This is a political motivated action. So in order to ensure that your registrations is processed and approved, and if there is an objection, don't panic. If you are informed earlier about this hearing, you must attend this hearing and present yourself that you are a genuine voters or residents staying in the particular address that you want to register yourself as voters. You have been staying here for how many years? You have to tell them you are genuine. There's no elements of frauds and cheats. And of course, one more thing that you need to be reminded is that you are entitled to claim at least a maximum 100 ringgit as some kind of travel allowance from the person who objected you. Most likely, he or she could be an UMNO members. And you need to, you can actually raise that and request them to pay you. Many times people do not attend. Many times people receive the notices late and they ignore it. The consequences of this is simple, that your name may not be enlisted in the electoral roll. And come the elections, you could have thought that your names are in, but in fact your names are not in. So if that's the case, then it is a wasted opportunity. So I urge all those who have already registered as voters, who have filled in the forms to register yourself as voters. You are not yet a registered voters yet, even though you have filled in the form, even though you have submitted the form, because the SPR will go through the due process subsequently and if there is any objections which can be raised, which is completely lawful and can be raised by anybody from within the particular constituency, SPR is duty bound to call for a hearing, and you should be notified before the hearing. So if you say, for example, receive a notice from SPR later than the date of the objections, maybe you can request SPR to conduct the hearing another time for you in order to secure your status as a registered voters in that area. This is something people often overlook, and I urge especially young voters, if you have already applied to be a voters, do check online your status by keying in your IC number, your new IC numbers, and the status of your registrations will be shown. If it is a successful registrations, then there will be no questions asked. It will be reflected there. And if anybody is objecting against your registrations, there will also be a message coming up telling you that somebody has objected to you. Then you have to pay attention when is the hearing. A hearing will be conducted in which the person who objected against you and you yourself will be notified and invited to attend. Sometimes the person who objected against you may not attend. He or she may have some, well, if that's the case, then let it be. If you have objected, if you objected, but you did not attend the hearing, then the possibility is very high that you will not be enlisted in the electoral roll. So please listen to this message very carefully. Not only you have to register yourself before the 24th or 25th of March this year, you must also ensure that your name is in the electoral roll. How to ensure this? That can be done by checking the SPR website regularly, and in case you find that your name is being objected, whereby you'll be notified via a status message printed in the SPR website, then you must pay attention and immediately call up the SPR office asking them when and where and what time is the hearing to be done. And you must attend the hearing, and if you can present yourself, and if you can you can show them the evidence that you are genuine voters, there's no element of cheats, then the possibility for them to knock you out is very, very low. It's almost zero. It's quite impossible for them to do that. So secondly, you can actually claim your travel allowance from SPR. So do not give any reasons that you have to work, you cannot attend any meeting, you have other commitments, because you will get paid. This is your right under the law. You will be paid to cover whatever travel expenses incurred by you. So this is your right. Do exercise it carefully and ensure that your names is in the electoral roll at the end of the day. Thank you.